So one of the most contentious parts of a rent roll contract is the retention. So the retention is designed so that if a buyer of a rent roll loses a property through really no fault of their own, that they're not required to pay for that property. And so what happens usually is in a rent roll contract is that a seller will agree that, say, about 20% of the purchase price of the rent roll will be held in trust for 60, 90 days. And then if the buyer loses a property management in that time frame, then they get paid back that money. If they don't, then the seller gets that money. This can be really contentious though, because there's a bunch of exemptions and they're different from every rent roll contract. There's no standard one way of looking at it. So then there can be a dispute over the retention. And, this happens from time to time and can happen in a small way, can happen in a large way. And really what happens is the best way to resolve it is the parties come to an agreement. So, lawyers will write back and forwards with big long letters and try and justify positions. And often that can help resolve it. Sometimes the parties can sit down together and resolve it amongst themselves. Sometimes you might need to get a mediator involved. And at worst, if you can't resolve it, then it goes to court and you're asking a judge to decide. But that can be very difficult because you're asking judges to make commercial decisions, which they generally don't like to do. So, I've never actually had one go there. In fact, I've never had one that's actually even gone to a mediation. But the ability is there because if both parties want to be set in their ways and not agree to something, then that can cause lots of problems. So that's what happens when a rent roll is disputed. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it can be a bit of a process. So you need to make sure that you're getting the right advice. Have a great day. Bye.